Okay, hello. Oh my god. Hello everybody, my name's Brendan and this is my YouTube channel and I barely use it. I'm making this video in response to another video, sort of, like, in relation to another video. You're probably wondering, I was like, oh yeah, new video every week, and I stopped making videos, like, for a good month. Like, I took a complete break, even though I just tried to start, but I took a big break. So, I'm gonna talk about that, I guess. So, there was an argument on Twitter that I was involved in, and, basically, what started it was, some person, on the internet, he screenshotted my profile on Instagram, and then screenshotted his, because we had the same exact bio, and I got my bio off of, like, one of those, like, pizza parody accounts on Tumblr, if you know what I'm talking about, and so, I don't know, like, that's where I get all my bios. Like, I'm not even original, I'm not funny, I'm not creative, I just, like, steal things from Tumblr. I mean, story of my life. So, he screenshotted it, and he posted it, and he was like, oh wow, love my fans. And my friend Devin tagged me in it, like, on my personal account, and I was like, oh, well that's interesting. I'm being tweeted about. What happened was, like, I don't remember tweeting my number. Like, my emotions were really high because after that, like, people were tweeting him about it and, like, tweeting him about me, and then he would, like, reply, so it just would fuel it more. Basically, people ended up tweeting me because they would find my Twitter, or he knew my Twitter, so he would, like, you know. And so people will find me and, like, tweet me. Apparently, when my emotions are high, I don't think. And, I mean, that goes for a lot of people. Like, when you're, like, so overwhelmed, you don't think, you just do. I tweeted one of my friends, and I was like, here, text me. And I didn't even put my area code, but that was dumb because Rhode Island only has one area code. And so I was just like, here, text me quick. And so I tweeted my number to my friend. Never do that. So I tweeted her my number, and I deleted it within like 20 minutes. Just because I didn't want it up there forever. And it's not like I mean, I have around 13K on Twitter, so I didn't want more people texting me, and like, because everyone knows I live in Rhode Island, so there's only one area code for Rhode Island. So he put my number, and apparently he, like, saved my number. Like, he had it. And he was in a group chat with other YouTubers. So he sent the group chat my number, and I was getting all these messages from them. And so one of the people in the group chat, Sydney, if you know her, STD, Sydney is an answer. She sent me this copy and paste thing that I didn't know was copy and paste, clearly. And it was when I woke up the next morning, when I thought it was all over. Like, it was, like, threatening my life, and I didn't know the number, and I was freaking out. Like, I wasn't, like, panicking, but I was more like, what the heck, who's after me? And apparently people know what it was, but I have never seen it. Apparently it was on Tumblr or something. So, my mom gets my text messages because it's an Apple ID, and it was sent to my Apple ID. So my mom read it, and my mom, like, I got another one before that, who I don't know who it was from, and that wasn't as bad. So then I got this text message, which was like clearly different. Like, it wasn't just insulting, it was like also threatening. And I didn't know who Sydney really was at the time. Like, so yeah. So my mom called the police, and the police, there was a guy that came to my house, and I was in my kitchen, and I was like, I gave him my phone, and he read the message, and he kind of laughed because he knew, like, he didn't know it was a copy and paste thing, but he knew, like, oh my god, like, this is not real. But the thing is, so he had someone reverse a number, and the phone was registered under Sydney's dad, who is, like, in his 50s, so my mom was like, oh my god, a 50-year-old man is sending you these text messages. That's when my mom was like, oh my god, what's happening? So the police are just trying to figure out who it was, and they're gonna call that number or whatever. But of course, me being this beautiful, smart one I am, I went on Facebook and I searched the number, because you can do that now, and then someone's profile come back. And then, so I typed in that number, and it came out to Sydney Merrill. And the number that they searched came out with the same last name, but it was her father, which is what I figured out, like, before the cops even did. So I was like, Sydney Merrill, and I was looking through her pictures, and I was like, she doesn't look too familiar. Like, I actually realized that I was following her, I just didn't know that was her. So I was, like, looking through her pictures, and I showed the guy, I was like, it says her name's Sydney. And she was like, I was like, you know, you can search the number. And he was like, oh, okay. So he left my house, and so then they called Sydney, and that backfired on her, and I had no idea it was even, like, her when my mom filed, like, the report. So basically, Sydney's okay now. She took a break from the internet, and I am actually texting her. I just sent her a text before I made the video, telling her that I watched the video and I was thanking her for it. because I still had her number on my phone. And basically, everyone knows like cyberbullying isn't okay. Like people think it's such a joke, and like I kept saying throughout the whole entire thing, like because people were like getting nastier and they had no idea who I was, and I was just like, this isn't okay. Like people are like in emotional states, and like when you're in that state of mind, you don't think, you just take it all to heart. And I'm one of those people. If you don't know me, you could like just say the lightest thing and I don't get so hurt by it. Like I am one of those people that just takes everything to heart. That same day I ended up direct messaging Sydney, and I was like, look, I didn't know it was you, and I didn't mean for this to happen. And people were tweeting me like, oh, now she could go to her concert, like, F you, why are you so mean? And I was like, I didn't know it was her, and I started to feel really bad. And I was at a restaurant, and I didn't even eat at a restaurant because I was just sitting there texting Sydney like, oh my god, I am so sorry. And then I ended up feeling so bad, and I knew she was probably in school because I was on like spring break, and I was like, oh my god, I feel awful. So I decided, okay, I'm not gonna do YouTube anymore, and I was like, I quit. No one watches me anyways. What's the whole point? So I stopped making videos for about a month, and she took a break from Twitter. She actually like had another Twitter. But I mean, like, props to you though, because I could not take a break from the internet no matter how hard I tried, and I totally respect her for that. And I was like, I mean, I don't know what I can do but tell your parents that you should deserve to go to the concert that you're going to go to. And like from the bottom of my heart, like I truly forgive you. Like I wasn't even like really mad. I was more worried about myself than like angry. I don't even think she would say that in real life. She's honestly a nice person. Like she didn't talk about me in her video, but I've been talking about her because I've watching her videos and looking at her Instagram. Like she just seems like a good person, and I mean she probably doesn't really like me, even though we're like talking and we're saying we're friends and stuff. Like she probably has a lot against me now, especially from like since I like got the cops to call her. But like she doesn't deserve to like not go to a concert or anything, which is why I told her like, tell your parents I think you should go. Like the boy you sent that message to thinks you should go to the concert. Hopefully that's what she said, and that's maybe what got him over. So her and I are friends. I'm not really friends with the one that lives in Rhode Island with me, that like kind of started this, but it's okay, like whatever. Like I guess I'm friends with Sydney and stuff, and maybe we'll become good friends hopefully, because she seems like a great person. If you don't know who that is, there's a link to her channel below, whatever. You should go watch her videos because they're really good, and she also made a video about this. So what should you take from this? If someone's anxious or depressed, they'll take everything to heart. Do not tweet your number, because people will text you random copy and paste thing and talk to the people on the internet the way you would talk to them in real life. Don't hate on Twitter. Like really, it will go so fast. Twitter is such a dangerous website. It's a really good website, but it's so dangerous. So you can subscribe to me, please. I have no subscribers, but to Sydney, you're really great, and I'm sorry for anything I caused you. I mean, just we can text, and I'm more than happy to be your friend and talk to you, and I want to be your friend actually. If you're ever in Rhode Island, just come hit me up. That's it. Talk to you guys later.